Today, we're going to be talking about the 4 C's of getting control of your life. And there's one myth also about this. So pay attention if you want to gain more sovereignty, more control over your life, be able to do what you want to do. You want to have your own personal freedom. So if you're feeling out of control, trouble making decisions, this video is for you. So the very first step, we're going to just jump right into this, is clarity. How do you actually feel about anything? What do you actually want? That's a big question you need to be asking yourself, is what is it that you actually want? You can't actually go a direction until you know exactly what it is that you want, what's important to you, what are your priorities. You need to ask yourself these questions. And then when you ask and answer these questions, that's the first step to gaining control of your life. For instance, for me, I have to decide. When I started Bulldog Mindset, I said, what do I want to do? What is it that I'm trying to accomplish? What do I want? I want to be able to create a community of men that share the value system that I have. I want to be able to share what I've learned and the transformations I've gone through in my life in order to help other men who feel like they were helpless in life and who were in the same situation as me, perhaps, to become wealthy, to be able to get girls, to be able to get in shape and to do all these things. So I had that mission in mind. That's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to make money building this business, okay? To be able to do what I really am passionate about and what is my purpose in life. So what is yours? Figure out what your clarity is. What's clarity for you? What do you actually want? Step 1 to getting clarity is to step back mentally, physically, emotionally from whatever has you uncertain. This can be as simple as meditating or take a long walk, or maybe you need to go on a retreat. I had to do this recently in my life because I was trying to figure out, what do I actually want? And there's a lot of things clouding your judgment. There's relationships, there's people, there's circumstances that you're going through right now, there's resistance. So you got to give yourself some space, give yourself some time to be on your own to figure this stuff out. Don't waste your time watching TV and doing all these stuff and distractions when you need to be focusing on getting this clarity first. Next, don't argue with yourself. This is still part of clarity. Witness your mind. Listen to what all aspects of yourself are telling you and what you feel about things. Clarity is going to emerge if you're patient with that. So what does that mean? It means that when you're out there walking in the woods, don't say, oh no, this doesn't work, or this, you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't want this, or you shouldn't do this thing. Just let it be whatever it is and see what that is. Then you can evaluate later. Grab the wheel of your life without knowing where you're going will not get you anywhere good. It's just not going to happen. You got to get clarity about what you want and what you value in order to move forward. So that's the first C. The second C is confidence. You need confidence. You can only be confident about things that you are and about your own values. You cannot be confident in the outcome because you cannot know for sure. But confidence comes from knowing the possible outcomes and knowing that no matter what happens, you'll be okay. I did a whole book. I wrote an entire book on it. I don't have it sitting here with me, but if you go search on Amazon under my name, and there'll probably be a link in the description, or you can go to the bulldogmindset.com website, you can find my book on self-confidence for men, and it goes over every aspect of confidence. It's the most comprehensive thing that I've ever seen on how to build confidence. You can't fake confidence. Confidence is something that you have to work for. And confidence is exuded once you've done the work to gain some clarity. Then you can be confident in what you're going to decide and what you're going to do. If you're trying to act confident, it's not going to work. That's why you got to go back to the first C and gain clarity. Next, the next C here is certainty. How do you get certainty? Certainty is a myth. That's the myth one. It doesn't exist. The only thing that can be known with certainty is that there will be consequences. You can't be certain what they will be. So if you take some action, there's going to be consequences from that action. Consequences aren't always bad. They could be good. They could be bad. It just means there's going to be some kind of result on this. Confidence will come naturally once you have some clarity, but you can't feel confident about something you're not sure about. And you got to get that confidence first. And that's why I'm saying you can't have certainty. That's what's going to happen. If you require certainty to take action, you have to remember, you won't actually do anything. You'll be adrift. I'm never certain about my decisions. I'm not certain about recording this video, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it with confidence. I have clarity that I need to record in videos, and this is the topic I want to record a video on. I don't have certainty. I'm confident this is the right thing to do, but I don't have any certainty that it's going to be watched or that it's going to do well on the channel, but it doesn't matter because I have made my choices. When making a decision, don't wait for certainty, but act with the clarity and the confidence that you have. So you gain clarity. This is what I want. You get some confidence in believing that you can accomplish this thing, that this is the direction to go, and you don't need certainty. The next C that you actually do need is conviction. Conviction is when you make a decision confident in your clarity, even when you can't be certain that your decision is correct. So what does that mean? It means going forward, despite knowing all the answers and knowing what the outcome is going to be, because you're confident you've gotten enough clarity. And so if you don't have the confidence, you might need to go back to step one, to the first C, and get the clarity. You can't know every variable. You can't know the future. You will make mistakes, but you must make decisions with conviction and accept the consequences. This is what I talk about, what it is to be a man, is just do what you want to do and accept the consequences for your actions, whatever they may be. And so when I say do what you want to do, this is what we're talking about in this video, is you have to get the clarity to figure that out. People are going to tell you you're wrong, whatever you choose to do. People will disagree with your decision. Sometimes it'll be everyone. A man, a true man, owns his convictions. I don't care if 99 people tell me I'm wrong and one person says I'm right. I'm going to do what I believe is the correct thing to do. I have conviction. I can only have that by having the confidence from the clarity. That's why these C's are so important, and it matters what order. You have to start with clarity. Everything begins with gaining that clarity. And the last one that you need to know here is courage. You must act on your convictions. Courage is action. Now, there's going to be consequences, but courage accepts the consequences. I've told you guys that you can't control fear. You can't control whether you have fear or not. Fear is something that is inside of you, internal. It is uncontrollable. It's an emotion. But what you can do is at any moment in time, you can choose to have courage. Right now, you can make a choice that is courageous. You can choose that choice, but you have to do that. So if you think about this, the way that this works, a true man is going to act with the clarity of his mind and the courage of his convictions. Once you can act with clarity, confidence, and conviction and courage, you'll be able to make every decision. You'll have control of your life. That's how you're going to gain control of your life. So if you want some help with these things, if you want some accountability, I have videos in the Bulldog Mindset membership about courage. I have videos about setting your goals and figuring out what to do in there. Community members who have accomplished great things who will help you. They will be there in the Discord server or on the Facebook group, and you can get that help. And you can find information about how to do the things that you want to do. You get some clarity and you're like, I need to lose weight and get in shape. Fine. We've got some videos on there. And if you want to get better with women, if you want to build a business, start investing, all those things, but it begins with clarity. So make sure that you start with clarity. And I know it takes some time to get that clarity and it's hard to do, but if you go by yourself and you spend some time, like I said, even meditating or in a retreat or just walking in the woods for hours, sometimes it takes me hours to gain clarity of just walking. If you do that, then you will be able to follow through. Then the next step from that is to get the confidence about that decision, about that clarity that you have, to take that, convert that into conviction. I'm going to do this because this is what I want. And then using courage to actually take the action. If you do that, you're going to gain control of your life, I promise.